So let me just say, okay, so right now you were saying she violated the Paperwork Act. She should have had these things. If she didn't back up these things, she should have backed up these things. So we're kind of a long way from the original investigation, which is, did this unit unfairly target conservative groups? Do you have proof positive of that, and what is it?
We published a 375-page report that details how her unit, headed by her, emails from her, show that in fact they were targeting conservative groups only for their beliefs. Now, there were other groups that were caught up by name, but of course ACORN had already been a criminal organization that was trying to reconstitute. So did we publish a report? Are we continuing to go after the truth, which is who all else besides Lois Lerner was involved in leading the charge to unfairly treat groups? And of course, just the other day, we got into the Grassley situation where a rather obscure invitation arrives, and instead of forwarding it on to the senator, what does she do? She tries to turn it into a possible criminal prosecution based on an invitation from a group.
Well, I want folks, since you brought this up, this is Senator Grassley, who had for some time was ranking Republican or chair of the committee on the Senate side that oversees the IRS. The two knew each other. They both got invited apparently to the same thing, but their invitations got switched, and she saw that this unnamed group was offering to also pay for his wife. So she sends a message to another IRS official that says, well, it looked like they were inappropriately offering to pay for his wife. Perhaps we should refer to exam, people that look at audits or look at information. And the reply was, I'm not sure we should send to exam. I think the offer to pay for Grassley's wife is income to Grassley and not prohibited on its face. She asked a question, it's answered, end of story. Why is that so crazy?
Well, I think it's in a vacuum, one item wouldn't be. But this is a woman who, from '86 on, headed the Federal Election Commission's enforcement. She knew the law better, probably, than anyone on earth. This is somebody who should have been able to answer a question, not ask a question. But more importantly, if you take all of this, what you see is a pattern of behavior that goes back to the original problem, which is she leaks in an ABA conference, IG investigation, tries to push blame onto Cincinnati. Eventually, in spite of the White House, we're able to show that, in fact, it isn't Cincinnati, but it's her and her unit in Washington.